Hey everybody, Doug8798 here. This is my favorite movies of 2014 list. Okay, I didn't see RoboCop, the RoboCop remake, or I Frankenstein, or Godzilla. So here is my list right now. And the very first film I got to start off with is Captain America the Winter Soldier. Of course, I loved the original Captain America and I loved the Avengers. So I had some expectations for this film. I expected it to be good. But man, I didn't expect it to be this good. The story was awesome. This film had a perfect blend of story, comedy, and action. Some kick-ass action and awesome characters in Captain America, um, Fury, Fury, the Winter Soldier, Bucky from the first film, and of course um Black Widow, Black Widow. Yeah, yeah, I love the character development. I love how, just like the comic books, after the Avengers go their separate ways. And like I said, this was just an awesome film, and the plot twist on the Winter Soldier being Bucky, that was awesome. At first I just thought he was an opponent created exclusively for Captain America, but no, it was Bucky from the first film. And then, of course, you get the awesome teaser at the end setting up Captain America 3. Awesome film, way better than expected. The next film I saw was Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow. First off, what makes this film so awesome is I didn't even know Tom Cruise was still around. I mean, I knew he was still probably acting, but I didn't think he was around doing anything good. And this film looks so awesome. I chose to see this over Days of the Future Past. Over Days of the Future Past. And when I saw it, this film was awesome. Perfect blend of comedy, drama, story, and some awesome mecha video game like action. And Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt owned their roles and were the highlights of this film. They carried this awesome movie, man. Edge of Tomorrow. So this was a film that I didn't even know about. I just saw a trailer for this film and it looked awesome, and it was awesome. The next film, of course, is the Guardians of the Galaxy. Of course, I first heard about this film after the box office success of the Avengers. They announced the Guardians of the Galaxy film. I went to Wikipedia and I love what I read about this team. Then I got a brief introduction to the team in the Ultimate Spider-Man and Avengers Assemble cartoons, and I saw the trailers, and when I saw the trailers in the theaters, I was laughing and couldn't wait. This film once again exceeded my expectations. This film was awesome. Not only did it have a perfect blend of comedy, story, and action, and relatable characters, I saw this film in 3D and it was awesome. In the beginning, when Star Lord, Peter Quill, when he came out of nowhere, and started dancing, it was like I was actually there. The whole film felt like I was actually there while this whole thing was happening. The scene when they were in prison was actually scary because it actually felt like I was there. The scene when they were in prison. So this right here was an awesome film. Awesome film. Awesome film, and I did not think this film. You took a film, you took a comic book about a bunch of B-list characters, and you turned them into the greatest film in the world, and they have now become pop culture icons. And I think they're still number one at the box office. I think their movie is still in theaters, because I tried to go see it at a dollar store theater because I thought it'd be gone by now. But no, they're still in theaters. You took B-list characters and made them pop culture icons in a short time. The next movie, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2014. Now this film, unlike the other films I just got done talking about on here, I expected this movie to be one of the worst movies of 2014. Of course, as everyone knows, years ago when they announced there would be aliens, right before I was about to do my Michael Bay hater rant, I decided to postpone that rant and actually join. Well, I didn't actually join the protest, but I didn't join the TMNT protest because it was made up of some of the same people from the Dragon Ball protest. But I decided not to fight them, not to curse them out like I would normally would. Actually listen to them. Then of course I later hear, okay, they're not aliens anymore. He got it back somewhat to what it's supposed to be. They're mutant turtles. Then of course I hear I see AMC theaters with John Campion. They show the leak shots of what the turtles look like, and I see these muscular turtles in samurai armor, and I'm like, oh man, this looks awesome. So the film at least looks entertaining enough to watch. The turtles at least look good. Okay, then I see the first trailer, and the first trailer was terrible. It was like watching a Nolan film, and I did not want to watch that. A super serious, pretentious TMNT movie. I do not want to watch that. Then I saw the second trailer. This trailer was much better. It showed the turtles. Kicking more butt, acting all goofy. It shows we got appearances from Shredder and Splinter fighting. This is what I thought of when I went to see TMNT. Then of course the movie releases, and as I expected, the critics hated it. They hated the last films. The critics hated it, but the fans were saying some really bad things about the film, and said they changed several things. I watched the film, so okay, I at least wanted the film to be decent because I got excited again when I saw the leak shots of the when I saw not the leak shots, but when I saw on Wikipedia the script for the sequel, which will include Bebop and Rocksteady, Krang, and Casey Jones, and Dimension X in the sequel. So I at least wanted this to be good, at least wanted this to be decent, so we can get to that one. This film was awesome. Every problem I had going into this film was addressed, or either corrected, or either got rid of, or they changed it around. I loved how Michael Bay wanted to do his own thing, but the fanboys and the original people lashed back so hard that he changed it back somewhat to what it's supposed to be, and he took stuff from all of the Turtles franchises and also modernized it and actually made it more realistic. The Turtles idea is kind of dumb to begin with, but this is the most realistic version of the origin, and I hear this origin is loosely based on the IDW comics, IWI comics, what's his name, and it takes from pretty much all forms of the Turtles. It has the comedy of the 80s cartoon, it has the seriousness of the 2003 cartoon, and it has the bulkiness, the bulky character designs of the 2003 cartoon, and it has the characters. They appear different, they look different, just like in the current show, the TMNT 2012 series, which is the first series to have them actually looking different besides their different colored headbands. So this right here was an awesome film, and I was just surprised how awesome this film was. The next film, the last film I'm going to talk about, Transformers: Age of Extinction. Of course, this film looked entertaining, but I was more into TMNT and the Marvel Cinematic and upcoming DC universes, and the Transformers and G.I. Joe stuff was starting to get stale, and I was only going to go watch another G.I. Joe or Transformers film if they do that G.I. Joe Transformers crossover they were talking about, but nothing's really been said about that. But of course, I want to see Guardians of the Galaxy and TMNT again, but much to my surprise, those were still at theaters. So I decided to see Transformers: Age of Extinction, which I haven't seen, and this right here was the best Transformers film of all time. This film was way better than I expected. This film was way better than I expected. Everything was better here. The story was much better than the first three films. The characters, the human characters were better here. I love Marky Mark and the cast here much better than the previous cast with Shia LaBeouf. Even though I do love Josh Duhamel and Tyrese Gibson, and of course the violence, the action, the story, everything, and I love its relation to actual history, the Cretaceous period. Just an awesome film, and this film was so awesome that I will be watching the sequels, and I really do hope they do that G.I. Joe crossover. This renewed my interest in the Transformers film. Like I said, I was gonna wait till the Transformers were on DVD because the shock and all of seeing the Transformers has come and gone now. You've seen all the Transformers do all the cool things, and a good Transformers movie can't be made. This film proved me wrong. Proved me wrong. The Michael Bay hit two awesome films, TMNT and Transformers, man. This film right here. Well, this concludes my favorites movie list of 2014. Later I'll do the worst movies of 2014. All right, Doug out.